What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the Griff channel. Today we've got something a little bit more personal. We're going to be talking about how I founded and ran my own personal business throughout my 4 years of high school. We're going to talk about where the idea came from, what I did in my time running this business, how I did it, and then what you guys can do to engage with similar interests in your lives and in your areas, and so we can continue to share this beautiful thing called entrepreneurship. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys enjoy taking a look into what I've been doing and what I've been working on in the past 4-ish years now. I'm really proud of everything that this has come to, and I'm a little bit sad to have to step away from it a little bit as I go to college, but I'm so proud to see what we have built, the community that we've built, and everything that we've done. So I'm excited for you guys to take a look and learn more about the inner workings and then learn more for yourselves. Thanks, guys. Enjoy. Alrighty, let's get started. We're going to kind of go through a little slideshow that I've made here to talk about what my business is, how it started, where we went, everything that we did, and then what you guys can do if you guys want to do something similar. So my business was called Rising Stars Soccer Training. We offered private individual soccer training, both one-on-one and group training in and around my area, and we tried to provide up-to-date and proven guidance for students as young as 4 years old and up to about 15 years old. Talking about our mission, which was really important to us, we had this idea of the 3 C's: commitment, compassion, and confidence, for both myself as a coach and for everyone I worked with to believe in themselves and to give everything they had to each session, while also having compassion and respect for both myself, their friends, and themselves as they continue to work on their improvement journeys. Talking a little bit about how it started, finding a unique way to work was the most important thing for me. As I was starting, I've been doing this for about 4 years now, so freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior years of high school, especially in the summers. I wanted to find a unique way to work. I was around 14 years old. I did not have a license or a car yet and could not do typical work. So I wanted to find a way to get into the workforce. And I have these little 4 bullet points here: finding meaningful human impact, so connecting with people, pursuing passions, obviously turned out to be soccer, a controllable schedule, and rewarding time commitment. And those were really big things for me. And as we look back on it now, right, having the human connection of working with children and sharing a passion of mine, soccer, with them and hopefully developing their passion or inspiring it. A controllable schedule, being able to work when I want to and when I need to, was really important. And then a rewarding time commitment. So putting time in that was very rewarding to be able to be alongside these children on their journeys for growth as both soccer players, as leaders, as learners, as everything of that sort was really rewarding. And then obviously just being a student of the game and continuing to learn that background of kind of an entrepreneurial mindset and always be wanting to create my own thing. That's kind of where it got started. So those kind of 4 little lists of what I was looking for, and then also at the same time having that kind of business vision. I always wanted to do something like that, so that was kind of the perfect pairing to get started with something like that in high school. How's it going? It's going really well and has gone really well. Since I started in high school, in around my freshman year, we have expanded to a client network of over 50 people. We have expanded from locations working predominantly in my neighborhood and at my home to multiple locations and parks around my area, and a multitude of locations to make it more convenient for my customers. The website and branding, we started in my first 2 years, as I mentioned, in my first freshman and sophomore years, doing things just in my area. We were able to expand and build the brand of Rising Stars, the logo, the website, everything of that sort, and that was what allowed us to take those next steps as a branded business, to then continue to earn expanded revenue, to create merchandise and have sales such as that, obviously to add the social entrepreneurship aspect, which I'll talk about, everything of that sort. So we have built a really strong community at Rising Stars of so many different clients, so many different children, and it's been a really rewarding experience. We've done well both financially and in the community building aspects of business, and we've expanded pretty much everything, and I've learned so much. A little bit about how we got here. I think one of the most important things I think about was being taking steps forward that many high schoolers are not willing to take, right? So when I wanted to start this, being the founder and owner of your own personal business in high school is not something many people are able to do. And I think having that maturity and the understanding to know that you are the face of a business, your business is being shared among the school community, among parents, and you have to hold yourself to a high level of professionalism, of behavior, and you have to have certain standards for yourself that you need to act by in every aspect of your life, especially time management, right? Being a high school student, playing both school soccer, club soccer, and managing many hardcore AP classes, this was something to really be able to do and grow this business, to hold this business, and to own this business, had to have really elite time management skills that had to get developed over many years, right? So being proactive and aware and being able to, say on a Tuesday night, have a varsity game, come home and study for 2 AP classes the next day, and to have to schedule 5 sessions for the end of the week on the Saturday and Sunday, that's a lot, and something that I think most people aren't necessarily willing to take on. But if you're up for something like that, I can tell you it's very rewarding, and the skills that I've learned doing that, I can imagine will help assist me as I, again, take more steps and move into college and other work opportunities as I continue to move forward. So those are some big things. Obviously, how do we get here? Broad enhancement of the business plan, marketing, training curriculum, customer communication and coaching, everything of that sort, right? So every single year, adapting the business plan and what I want to do, marketing, building the brand, and then making partnerships with my school and expanding it out to multiple different networks. The training curriculum, learning every single day and every single session what works best. How can I maximize the improvement of these kids every single time we step foot on the field? That was a really big enhancement of mine. Customer communication, being able to have customer feedback forms and have people be able to learn, be able to hear people and learn from them and input their feedback into what we were doing. And then obviously coaching. And then finally, kind of that lesson of continued learning and adaptability, right? When you're an entrepreneur, when you own a business, not everything goes right. Everything can go up and down. Everything can be difficult. So the lessons of continued learning in both business and life, and just being able to be adaptable and know that you will fail and you're going to learn and get better the next time was really, really critical for me. So let's move on to the little bit of the next piece of this business talk a little bit, I guess you could say here. But yeah, this is kind of the background of the business, what we've done, and how we got here so far. Okay, let's move on to talk a little bit about the entrepreneurial enhancements, pricing, and money, as you guys always, I'm sure, are here for. When I started in my first year, I started just locally in my area as my kind of freshmanish area year. I had no experience coaching. I started at $15 an hour in my first year. Then moving on to the second year, doing the same thing pretty much locally, right in my area, right in my neighborhood, I bumped it up to $20 an hour. Those first 2 years were what gave me proof of concept and allowed me to understand what it takes to build a business like this. And then throughout my junior year was when I built the business, branded it, scaled it, built a website, began partnerships with my school, began marketing and everything like that to prepare for the third summer. And then the third summer was when I take the jump to $30 an hour. And then at the beginning of 2022, so after the third summer, about 5 months after, as I had continued to work on enhancements and partnerships, I had bumped it up to $40 an hour for new clients. So as you look at the progression, year 1, 15, year 2, 20, year 3, 30, and year 4, 40. And so obviously, as you guys know, this represents the development of the business. I could have never started at $40 an hour and been able to prove proof of concept and to be able to get people through the door, right? But after 4 years of hard work, of building a business, of building a reputation, of branding and scaling and partnering, that was when I was able to achieve that higher level of earning potential within the business, only after I had gained that experience and built that reputation, if that makes sense. Obviously, as I talked about, the training plan, being able to continuously enhance that. So not only for myself, but for my clients, to be able to help them more and more every single year, right? So the people that I worked with last year that I'm working with this year, the quality of service right now is significantly better. Why? Because I've learned more and I've learned what works as a coach, what doesn't work, and that just allows me to help these children even more. Scheduling and scheduling services and the website, all big entrepreneurial enhancements of mine. Being able to build that brand was crucial, right? To take that steps from year 1 and year 2 to year 3 and year 4, right? It was allowing me to actually build a business rather than I'm Griffin and I do soccer training. Here's Rising Stars Soccer Training, and I'm Griffin, the owner and founder, right? So that's a big jump, and that was a big critical piece for me. Building the website, if you want to take a look at the website, it's risingStarsTraining.com if you want to go take a look at that. And then just locations, obviously, as I mentioned, adjusting from home to parks, customer feedback, learning from customers and talking with them. Branding and marketing, as I just mentioned, all of these things. Building a logo, building social medias, building a website, partnerships, and having merchandise. All of this stuff was critical in the growth of my business, and really, truly helped me take that next step to gain a reputation in my school community, in my neighborhood community, and in my area overall. And then finally, social entrepreneurship aspect. This has been something really big for me. In last November, we did a t-shirt fundraiser, Rising Stars t-shirts. We partnered with a screen printing business in Charlotte to make Rising Stars soccer training t-shirts. And those t-shirts we made and produced, and everybody who bought one, 100% of the proceeds of those t-shirts went to a charity called Grassroots Soccer, and in the end we were able to donate over $500 to charity simply from our Rising Star Soccer Training t-shirt fundraiser, which I was so proud of. To think about, one, we're expanding the business and we're spreading awareness of the business by all of a sudden now 30-40 more people having t-shirts, but two, we're making a global impact and making a social impact in the world, which was really cool for me as I thought about when I started this in freshman year. Would I have ever thought I would have been able to do that? And 40 people wearing shirts with $500 donated? Not a chance. So that was something really cool for me. All right, so you guys understand a little bit more of the enhancements, the pricing, everything of that sort. So let's talk about what you guys can do moving forward if you want to do something similar. Okay. So you guys want to do something similar. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what I could impart on you as you go and think about this, right? Identifying a service, a master's skill that you guys have. There's things like car washing, power washing, lawn mowing, everything that pretty much everybody can do, right? And there are probably a little bit more of a saturated market for that. Which makes it a little bit tough, but it's still absolutely makeable. For me, finding a skill that I had mastered that I could provide, and not everybody has something like this, but whether it be voice lessons, whether it be teaching football, teaching basketball, teaching soccer like I did, anything that you feel you have a significant amount of experience in that you can impart advice on to most likely a younger population, is going to be your service that you can provide. The more niche, I guess you could say, the higher earning potential with time, I guess, comes with that, right? So providing soccer training for me, not something that everybody can do. Somebody that's barely played soccer or has only played with high school or whatever, or does not have, I guess, a reputation of learning and understanding, would not be able to do something like this. Just like I would not be able to coach a basketball camp or teach basketball lessons. So identifying that service is critical. What can you guys provide that not many people can? And then identifying a market, right? For me, in my neighborhood, in my school, I know there are a significant amount of kids who want to continue to get better at soccer, who want to learn more, and would appreciate an experience with someone similar to their age that would be able to help them develop and connect with them as a person. That's the market, right? I'm looking at my neighborhood in my area, kids and children and youth soccer clubs, and throughout my school, everything like that. That was the market that I identified. And that leads into building your network, right? Building your social brand, building your Nextdoor. If you guys don't have the Nextdoor app, that's a really great way to start. That was when I started in my first year. I just said, hey guys, I'm Griffin. I've done this, that. I started playing soccer, whatever, right? And that was when I was able to get some clients through the door, just through that Nextdoor app, through my community. And that obviously allowed me to continue to get more customers through word of mouth and more Nextdoor traction. And that was what took me from that to, hey, this works. Let's go build a business. Let's go scale it. Let's partner with school. Let's partner with club, whatever. And then I can bring all of these together to have multiple sources of client kind of inflow. And that was what allowed me to continuously grow the actual business, to grow the network of everything of that sort. So building a network and finding ways to get traction and get your name out there is the most critical thing on the start. And then after you do that, you've got your proof of concept, as I just mentioned. I had the 2 years. It works. let's do this at a bigger scale. That was my proof of concept. And then after that is when you can start thinking about growth, scaling, branding. Obviously, it's exciting to do, but I wouldn't probably have made it if I had done, all right, I'm going to make Rising Stars and make all this website when I had first started, right? Because I didn't learn enough yet. Those first 2 years were big learning experiences on how to provide private soccer training, how I need to manage the business, what I need to behave like when I'm doing these things, and how I need to interact with customers. That was really, really big. And so that experience and that learning growth opportunities was what allowed me to then say, all right, let's build this business, let's brand it, let's scale it, until now what it turned into, which is Rising Star Soccer Training, the website, the logos, the merchandise, everything of that sort, right? So that scale comes with proof of concept, with reputation, everything of that sort. It doesn't happen overnight, and you can't just jump into it most likely. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about, give you guys a little bit of input on what it was, what we did, everything that we accomplished, how it started and how we got there, everything that it took from me, and then the entrepreneurial enhancements, the monetary possibilities for you guys, and then talking finally kind of after the entrepreneurial enhancements about what you guys can do. What you guys can do to do something similar or engage with entrepreneurship in your life. I will say, if I can impart one piece of advice on to you guys, learn about it, do something, right? Everything is going to be beneficial for you guys, even if it doesn't turn out well. This one, I'm very blessed that it did turn out well, but even the times that it didn't or felt like it wasn't going anywhere, I learned so much. And now to think about where I am now, going into college, I am so thankful for this entrepreneurial experience that I've had, everything that I've learned in regards to time management, communication, business scaling, everything of that sort, marketing, everything. I'm so grateful for that experience, and I think it's something that is invaluable, and you guys would really, really appreciate it. So definitely engage with it and take your opportunities, take your chances, take your risks, everything of that sort. If you guys have any more questions about how I started my own business, the inner workings of that business, what you guys want to do, if you guys want to bounce some ideas off of me, whatever it is, I'm by no means an expert, but I am there to help you guys. If you guys are thinking about doing something similar, I love hearing about it. I love helping if possible. So again, this has been a really, really great experience for me, and something that I wouldn't trade for the world, and I'm so glad to have engaged with. So again, this was a video just kind of talking about how I started my own business in high school, what we did, and what you guys can do to do something similar. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button, and comment down below what you guys thought of the video, and comment down below if you have any questions, or you can reach out to me on Instagram at the Griff channel. Other than that, I hope you guys are enjoying the content on the channel. If you are and would like to join along for the journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It truly means a lot. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. We will see you guys on the next one.